I want to talk about the law of justice. Because we've been in America unjustly, brought over here on cargo slave ships and slaves. We've been taught in the church just to love your enemy. But I'm going to show you today that that's a damn lie. Don't love your enemies. Because your enemies kill you all the time, right? The Bible said that our enemies brought us into this country. Get Deuteronomy 28:60. I want to show y'all that. Because black people, we believe that we don't have no more enemies. Everybody be like, God loves everybody. But that's a damn lie too.
Bring it out.
And we're going to show you that God don't love everybody. And we're going to show you that everybody don't love you. Deuteronomy 28:68. Read that. Go ahead.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee to Egypt again with ships.
African Americans, we came into bondage on cargo slave ships. The white man is our enemy, and the Bible clearly points that out. And we're going to show you that today. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We didn't see our homeland, which is Jerusalem. We see it now because of the TV, but we was never taught that Israel is our land. Go ahead.
And there shall ye be sold unto your enemies.
See? The Bible said we were sold to our friends.
Sold unto your enemies.
African Americans, the Latinos, the Native Americans, you have been sold to your enemies, not your friends. That's why we always talk about we need reparations. We need our land back. But guess what? Your enemies ain't giving nothing back. Go ahead, read that.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
See? The white man bought us. For bondmen, they bought our men and our women at the same time. Who was working in the cotton fields? African Americans, Latinos. Who built all the railroad tracks from the East Coast to the West Coast? The so-called African Americans. Whose land was stolen over here? How many peace treaties did the white man make with the Native Americans? Hundreds, but they broke every last one of them. But that goes to show you that they're your enemy according to the Bible. But we still trying to make friends. The Bible says, if possible, live peaceably with all men. How is it possible to live in peace with your enemies when they constantly make up policies and they kill you? It's not possible. So you have to get in your mind, okay, I see who my enemies are, now I have to deal with them accordingly. Because y'all see how Vladimir Putin is dealing with America. Is he dealing with them as diplomatical friends, or is he dealing with America as enemies? As an enemy, because he said, you do something to me, I'm going to put my ships, I'm going to put my warplanes in Venezuela, I'm going to put my rocket ship launching ships on the coast of America. So if you do something, I'm going to launch this missile, I'm going to blow your head off. That's what the other countries do. That's how you got to deal with your enemies as well. You don't go to them with no peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a peace pipe and think everything's going to be all right. Ask the Native Americans, they tried that, it didn't work. They got something that's called Thanksgiving and they honor. It's called Thanksgiving because they were killing, stealing, and robbing and taking everything from the Native Americans. Today my lesson is called the law of justice. Don't y'all want justice?
Yes, sir.
Because America has a system and we're not getting justice, right? So let's go to the books of the Bible that everybody say they believe in. You say you're a Christian, you believe in this Bible? God said it's a time to kill. And that's in Ecclesiastes 3:8, right? But let's get this one first. Let's go to Genesis 9:6. You might get that. Genesis 9:6. We're going to show you the universal law of the Bible. Because our people are being murdered. They just had a young woman, my brother, he mentioned it earlier. It was a sister in Texas. The police officer was bigger than her. He slammed her to the ground. He could have just rustled her and handcuffed her, right? She didn't have no weapon. He shot her 5 times and killed her. Cold blood. But let's see what the Bible says we should do as a nation of people to somebody that kills us unjustly. Because I want the people, the American people, the Native Americans, the Latinos, to get justice. Because this system don't work. Read that, go ahead.
Genesis chapter 9 verse 6. Whoso sheddeth man's blood.
See, when you shed somebody's blood, you kill him. That's what the Bible's talking about.
Hey, whoa.
What you doing, man? When you shed somebody's blood, you kill him. So the Bible said, whosoever kills someone, this is what should happen to them. Go ahead.
By man shall his blood be shed,
We got to wait on God.
By man shall his blood be shed.
We got to wait on the justice system of America that's crooked.
By man shall his blood be shed.
So it's going to take righteous men to go on and put the wicked to death. Why ain't nobody killing these wicked-ass police officers? Huh? Because they killing our people. And the only reason we say police officers because they're not doing what they should be doing as police officers. They killing us. But ain't nobody putting in work on this. But when this is a universal law, you got a question, brother? Alright, but read that again. We're going to show you. It's in the Bible. Y'all say y'all Christians, trust and do what the Bible say do. Go ahead.
Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
So God gave you the right to kill somebody that killed someone else unjustly. Put in work, people. Don't just sit there, oh, we gonna get justice. Hell no, we ain't gonna get no justice. Because our people were filming murders by the cops for a long damn time. Y'all might say, oh, he cursed. This is not a cuss word, this is just language. A cuss is when you go into a seance, oh, I hope he dies, and let's do it by this will. That's a curse. Yeah. Foul language is not a curse. Let's get that out your head. You got that? Yeah, let's get that one. I wanted the other one though. We can read this one. This is another pivotal point that God said he gonna bring destruction. Because y'all don't want to listen, I'm gonna have to do it. But go ahead.
The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
It said, woe to him who buildeth the town by blood. America was built off the blood of the African Americans and the Native Americans. But the Bible says, woe to him. And when you look up that word in the Bible, woe, it means destruction and death.
That's right.
So who did that? Who's the destruction and death coming to? The so-called white man.
That's right.
He's really red. He's the red man in the Bible.
The devil.
So let me, Yep. So let's go to this one. Because we always waiting on this wicked-ass system. And they take, oh, I'm a Christian, I do this, I do that. But they don't live by the Bible. But go ahead.
Psalms chapter 94, verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
It says, shall the throne of evildoers, wicked people, sinners, have fellowship with you. You got a white man in your church? Kick him out. Y'all seen what Dylan Roof did to them, the Charleston 9, right? Should that man have been taken to Burger King or should he have been put to death? He should have been put to death, and I'm going to show you that in the Bible. Because that pastor didn't know the Bible. He was like, oh, I forgive them. Hell no. God said put them to death. Let's read that. Because we wait on this wicked system to do something for us, and they don't never do it. The only way we're going to get true justice is keep the laws of the Bible.
That's right.
This law is universal. You got Christians in Africa, you got Christians in Japan, you got Christians in China, you got Christians in Jamaica, you got Christians in the Bible's everywhere. Right? The Bible's even in Islam, people reading it in Islam. And it's a universal law, because it's everywhere. But we trying to go by the American system that does what?
Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee?
So it's a throne of iniquity, evildoers. But go ahead.
Which frameth mischief by a law.
They frame mischief by a law. They make up laws like stand your ground, right? So, George Zimmerman was standing his ground when he killed Trayvon Martin. Mind you, he followed that young boy. He called the police and they was like, don't follow him, leave him alone. We'll send the car out and take care of him. But he being the so-called neighborhood watch, went in and shot the young boy. Should he have been put to death?
Yeah.
Or should he be at, what they call it, granted immunity?
And black folks.
He should have been put to death.
That's right. That cracker still walking around here.
Yeah, read that. No, I don't need that. We can hold that though. But he should have been put to death. But let's get number 35. We're going to show you why he should have been put to death. Because it's right here in the Bible. It's the universal law of death. Our people have been unjustly killed, more cops and police and highway patrol in our neighborhood than in the white neighborhoods than where they really committing crime at. Driving with no ID, with expired tags. If you go there, you will see these things. But we only subject to the hood because we scared to get out. But when you actually go to Hollywood, you be like, damn, that's a Bentley, but it ain't got no tags, no registration. They've been driving around this car with plates for months. You know how I know? Because I'll be out there. I work out there sometimes. The types of jobs I do. And I'll be like, damn, why they only in the black neighborhoods? Because they predators. They prey on our weakness. They prey on our ignorance. They always set up sobriety checks on, what's that street? Manchester and Normandy. When our people is going to the freeway, you know they going to party. Yep, and on Florence, but they wrecking shop. All right, we gonna get these niggas. They gonna celebrate our holidays, but they gonna do it in misery. Because we gonna take their car, we gonna take their goods. Then it's gonna, we know they ain't got no license. So we gonna take everything, we gonna ruin it. But let's see who should die, who should live according to the Bible. Let's get 35 and 11, because I want to show y'all something. Only time somebody was to be granted immunity when they killed somebody is when it was done accidentally. Are our people being killed accidentally? They being killed on purpose. Like my brother said, the police are like Judge Dredd. I'm the judge, the juror, and the executioner. And our people are being executed. And they don't know what to do because the system is crooked. But let's listen to the righteous system. Let's go to Proverbs 4 and 2. Let's listen to the righteous system. Because this is the Bible that everybody say they believe in. Because, as my brother mentioned earlier, they gave us the slave Bible. But now we have the real Bible with everything in it. And we have teachers that's teaching it according to what's supposed to happen. According to how we're supposed to live and govern ourselves according to the Bible. Let's read this. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 4 verse 2. For I give you good doctrine.
See, the Bible is a good doctrine that everybody can follow. Go ahead.
Forsake ye not my law.
He said, don't forsake his law. But when we forsook the law, we forgot to do this, what's over here. We forgot to kill our enemies. We forgot to kill them. Right? Because, and we forgave them. And we're going to get that, Matthew 5 and 44. Don't read that. But read this right quick. Numbers 35 and 11. Go ahead.
The book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 11. Then you shall appoint you cities to be cities of refuge.
For you, it said we supposed to appoint cities for cities of refuge. A city of refuge is for somebody to go and escape there and live there for a period of time. Why? Now it's going to tell you why we have cities of refuge. Go ahead.
That the slayer may flee thither.
It said that the slayer may flee thither, may go there. But it's going to tell you why. Because it's not talking about, oh, if they kill somebody, they got to be killed. But now it's going to tell you why the slayer that killed somebody was supposed to go to the city of refuge and hide out. Go ahead.
Which killeth any person at unaware.
It said which kill who?
Which killeth any person at unaware.
Only if they kill somebody unaware, which means accidentally. All people are not being killed accidentally. They being killed on purpose by the system which frame mischief by a law. They making a law for them to stand their ground, but when you stand your ground, you go to jail. What's the sister in Florida? Her husband was being abusive. She fired 2 warning shots and she was in jail for 4 years. And she claimed to stand your ground law. But they took her to jail and she did not commit no crime. Their laws don't apply to us. That's why they frame law by mischief. That's why they are the throne of iniquity. How can they sit amongst righteous judges? They can't. Because they're judging unrighteously.
Somebody got to do it, man. Somebody got to do it.
I want that one too. I want that one too.
Alright, appreciate that, man.
No, that's good. Let's finish this one about the murder and the killing and who should be killed.
The book Numbers 35 verse 30. Whoso killeth any person.
See, it's telling you, the Bible is telling you, whoever killed any person. So no man should be out here killing somebody just because. So go ahead.
The murderer shall be put to death.
It said the murderer shall be put to death. What else?
By the mouth of witnesses.
It said by the mouth of witnesses. We have plenty of witnesses now. People is filming the police. The news station is witnessing against the police. And they witness against themselves because they commit murders against people that they shouldn't be killing. So go ahead.
But one witness shall not testify against any person.
It said not one witness shall testify against one person unjustly. But who should?
To cause him to die. Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer.
He said we shall not take satisfaction in the life of a murderer. But go ahead.
Which is guilty of death.
See, they guilty of death. But our people don't understand the laws of murder. They don't understand the laws of justice. Go ahead. Yeah. All they say is the cop is doing his job. Because the police and the justice system, they all judge it unrighteously. But the murderer should be what? Finish reading that. Let's finish getting this murderer.
Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death.
See, the murderers are guilty of death. So let's see what should happen to these police officers that's unjustly killing blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And anybody else that's doing it. Because we're not on the gangbang thing right now. We're talking about the police, this wicked, crooked system. Go ahead. Finish reading.
But he shall be surely put to death.
He shall live.
But he shall be surely put to death.
He shall get rich.
But he shall be surely put to death.
See, they supposed to be put to death by your hands, by the hands of the people. He's supposed to wait on the crooked justice system to grant him immunity for what he did. And let's see how they're supposed to judge. This is how they're supposed to judge, according to the Bible.
Leviticus chapter 19 verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteous in judgment.
It said no unrighteous in judgment. Let's see what type of judgment they're supposed to have. Read that again.
So, moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death.
See, they guilty of death. Not doing unrighteous in judgment, but what?
But he shall be surely put to death.
See, they gotta be put to death. We don't need a judge John wicked system. We already got one. It's in the Bible. When you go to court, they make you swear on the Bible. You're swearing on the laws of God, but you ain't keeping it. But read that. Read that.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor.
See, we ain't supposed to respect the person of the poor, whether they're poor, we're supposed to give them no kind of immunity for the crimes that they did. But go ahead.
Nor honor the person of the mighty.
Nor honor the person of the mighty. Just because he got a damn badge on, don't mean he get a pass. He got a badge on, and he treating the people wickedly, killing them unrighteously, beating them. He's supposed to be put to death. Go ahead.
That's right.
But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
In righteousness we gonna judge. Well, finish reading that. Go ahead.
Verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by blood of him that shed it.
Go ahead. But he's supposed to be put to death. But I want you to continue.
Verse 34. Defile not thereof, therefore, the land which ye shall inhabit, wherein I dwell. For I, the Lord, dwell among the children of Israel.
Go ahead. Finish reading that again. Go ahead. Let's start over. Start at 33.
Verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are.
We ain't supposed to pollute the land by murdering our own brothers, but go ahead.
For blood, it defileth the land.
Blood defile the land. Now we're going to show you how you are to cleanse the land of the bloodshed. Go ahead.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein.
So this is the only way the land is going to be cleansed of the blood that was shed in the land. What do you have to do? This is going to be the true justice according to the Bible. Go ahead.
But by blood of him that shed it.
It said, but by the blood of him that shed it. Those who shed the blood of the innocent must be what?
But by blood of him that shed it.
See, they got to be killed. This is right here in our Bible. So now let's read this one. Because a lot of they slammed that sister on the ground. Let's see what her parents, her people should have did to that officer. Yep, that's it.
Exodus chapter 22, verse 23. And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
See? Ain't we dealing with the throne of iniquity who break law by mischief? They killing us unjustly. And they set up laws to do it. But what are we supposed to do? Read that again.
And if any mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
As we read, they supposed to be getting put to death. They ain't supposed to live. Go ahead.
Eye for eye.
It said eye for an eye. You poke my eye out, your eye got to get poked out. Plain and simple. Go ahead. Tooth for tooth. You knock my tooth out, your tooth got to get knocked out. That's the only way we gonna get real justice. Go ahead.
Hand for hand.
It said what?
Hand for hand.
Hand for hand. You chop my hand off, I'm chopping your hand off. This is the laws of the Bible. If you're a Christian, you better start doing it because you ain't gonna never get no real justice in this wicked ass system. But go ahead.
Foot for foot.
Moved off. Kept him a slave. But had he got his right, he chopped their foot off. It was only one brother that we read about who took the Bible literally and did what he was supposed to do. And y'all all know who I'm talking about. Nat Turner.
That's right.
First of a nation. He got it right out of the Bible. He did what he did and they murdered him. So go ahead.
Burning for burning.
It said burning for burning. Guess what? They burning down the Christian churches, right? What y'all supposed to do with their buildings? Go back and burn their buildings down. They burn yours down, go back and burn theirs down. This is right here in the Bible. But y'all don't want to do it and say do. It get real, but y'all get real scared. But go ahead.
Wound for wound.
It said wound for wound. That officer slammed that young lady, boy. If I was out, I'd slam the hell out of him too.
That's right. Bring it out.
Gotta slam him. Gotta put in work and do what the Bible say do. But if we don't do it, we ain't gonna never have justice. We gonna continue to picket. We gonna walk around with signs, still get arrested, have movements like Black Lives Matter, and it don't matter because we ain't getting no real justice.
That's right.
I'm gonna tell you, there was only two people I know that really got some real justice. Christopher Dorner, who was a police officer. Y'all seen his manifesto. He was an officer. He seen the unjust things that were happening to black men and black women. And guess what he did? Because he had a gun, he used it in a just way. He brought death. He brought terror to those who were bringing death and terror to his people. Guess who else did it? Y'all heard about the DC sniper back in the days, right? He was shooting Edomite, his son was shooting Edomite, and he was putting in work. But they don't never tell y'all youngsters about that story. Oh, black men know how to use a gun. They don't know when to use it. The Bible tell you when to use it. The Bible tell you when to put in work. The Bible tell you when people supposed to be killed. They always tell you, oh, don't kill them, just forgive them. The Bible talks about a time of death. Let's get it, Ecclesiastes 3 and 8. The Bible talks about a time of death. It talks about a time of living. Got it? Read that. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 8. A time to love.
It's a time to love. When everything is peaceful, it's all love. But go ahead.
And a time to hate.
It's a time to hate. You gotta hate your enemies. Because you can't love them. You can't love sin out of them. But go ahead.
A time of war.
It's at a time of war. It's an act of war about when another race of people continue to kill your race? A lot of my gangbangers, they know what I'm talking about. When another gang member come and kill somebody from your gang, it's time to strap up and go put in work. But what about when another race of people come and kill your nation of people? You don't do nothing. But I'm telling you, it's the time to go to war. Put on your guns, go to war. Go to these wicked systems and put in work as the Bible says do so. But go ahead.
And a time of peace.
Is it a time of peace right now? Okay, one second.
Verse 3, a time to kill.
See, the Bible says it's a time to kill. But our people don't know when it's time to go. So I'm telling you when it's time to go. Somebody kill your people unjustly, you go put that work in. Unless it's done accidentally. Because this system is wicked as hell. But we got a righteous system that we're supposed to live by, right? I want this scripture before I go. Yo, about 10. I don't need the whole 10.
Got it if you need it, dog.
Not to hear only, but to do it. Yeah, that's James. That's James. We would have never found it out. Let's read this. Go ahead read that, brother.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only.
See, the Bible tells you to be doers of the word, and not hearers only. So when we sit back and don't follow the laws and instructions of the Bible, that's why we curse. Because we not obeying God. God gave us a right to chase down our enemies. Let's read that in the Bible. Let's go to Leviticus 26. It says it. We're going to read it today. Because everybody always talking about, oh man, you're supposed to love your enemies. No, the Bible ain't talking about loving your enemies. The Bible said, Leviticus 26 and 7. It said if possible, live peaceably with all men. But when it ain't possible, you can't live at peace with all men. It's time to go to war. It's time to protect yours. Because they protecting theirs. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 26, verse 7. And ye shall chase your enemies.
Wait, hold up. This is the Most High God telling you that you shall chase your enemies. Not live peaceably with them, but go ahead.
And they shall fall before you by the sword.
Wait, the Bible said they're going to fall before you by the sword. What's the modern day sword today? A gun. Right? So go ahead.
And 5 of you shall chase 100.
They said only 5 of you are going to chase 100. But you have to be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. We're going to show you that too. Go ahead.
And 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight.
It's only going to take a few of us. 100 men to put 10,000 to flight. They even make movies about the story of the Bible. And they say 300. They tell you it's some damn Romans. But it was Israelites, according to the Bible. Read the story of Gideon. It was only 300 of them. A lot of their movies are written off the Bible. But you don't know it because you don't read the Bible. So when you get a chance, go and look up the story of Gideon. He's a righteous man according to the Bible who was putting their work for their nation.
And your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
It said your enemies shall fall before you by the sword. This is right here in the Bible. The only way the African Americans, the Latinos, the Native Americans don't have true justice is when we start obeying God's law. Can't nobody touch us. I want to read that Judas 5 and 17. Somebody get that for me. Judas 5 and 17. Oh, he got it already. This is the only way that we gonna get justice, and the other nations recognize it. Go ahead, read that.
The book of Judas, chapter 5, verse 17. And one, they sin not.
He said when we sin not, as long as we ain't sin, we gonna be getting killed and murdered and robbed and taught wrong things. Get that brother fly. I see you, brother. Yeah? What's up? But go ahead read that.
Before their God, they prosper
for our God, we prosper. This is a worldwide question. When have y'all ever seen an Israelite get put to death by a wicked white man? You haven't. But we see that the disobedient of Israel, those who are not in the faith of our nation, they're getting put to death unjustly. Why? Because they're sinners. But coming to the fold of the Bible, of your understanding, your nationality, your history, of who you are, and obey your God, can't nothing touch us. But go ahead.
Because the God that hated iniquity was with
See, our God hated iniquity. Didn't we read earlier? How can those who frame mischief by a law sit amongst us and the iniquity? They can't. But go ahead.
was with them.
Our God will be with us. Our power will be with us. Go ahead.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them,
And when we left the law, statutes, and commandments that God gave us, which the other nations know that. That's why they read the Bible. Go ahead. And if you have a Bible and it don't have the Apocrypha in it, your Bible is incomplete. And you're not going to get all the understanding in the history of the Bible and how our people fought off other nations. And they just didn't sit around and wait for the nations of their, which set up their laws to govern them. Go ahead.
they were destroyed
And we were destroyed because we departed from our laws. So go ahead.
in many battles.
See? Many battles we are destroyed. But what happens when we are on point and we keeping our laws, statutes, commandments, and obeying our God? Go ahead.
But now are they returned to their God,
See, when we return to our God, what's going to happen? Go ahead.
and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country.
Now go back up. Go back up. What happened?
How you doing? Good?
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God,
See, if it be error in us, when we sin against our God, what happens?
let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
See, that's our ruins. When we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments that we supposed to keep. But if not, what?
Let us go up, and we shall overcome them. But if there be no iniquity
See, if there be no sin in us, what's going to happen?
in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
They better pass by. But they not passing by because they know it's sin in us. Today, Saturday is the Sabbath day according to the Bible, which our people are supposed to keep. But they're going to keep Sunday as the Sabbath. And pray today, Sabbath. They don't keep God's laws. The women wear pants. The men shave their beards off. They commit iniquity and all types of sins. So our people are being put to death. So go ahead.
Lest the Lord defend them.
See, our God will defend us. He will protect us. Even though he gave us the right to go put in work, and we go put in that work righteously, we'll still be protected. But because we're not doing that, we're not protected as a nation. Go ahead.
And their God be for them.
And our power will be for us. But when we sin, he's not for us. Go ahead.
And we become a reproach before all the world.
See? If they come up against us and our God defend us, they will become a reproach amongst all the world. But we as people, we have to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High God set up for us. That's the only way we're going to have justice. But we don't have to lay down for nobody. I got one more precept. We're going to end it with this. Yeah, you gotta flick them, boy. That's a little tight size.
What's that rocket down now?
All right,
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
he said, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. This is the complete matter of the Bible. Go ahead.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
You gotta fear God and keep his commandments. His commandment is for one, for you to protect yourself. Two, for you to kill the unjust people. And for y'all naysayers, let's get that in Luke 26. I think it's 19, right? That's what Christ told his disciples. Buy a sword? Huh?
19 and 27.
Yeah. Luke 19 and 27.
Buy a sword?
Yep. Yep.
That's 22.
Luke 22 and 36. This is what Christ told his disciples. Because y'all remember when Peter, I got you, chopped off the ear of the Roman that when they came to get him, right? Chopped his ear off because he listened to his king. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 22, verse 36. Then said he unto them, but now he that has a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that has no sword,
He said, he that don't have a sword, do what?
let him sell his garment and buy one.
See, go sell your garments if you ain't got no gun. And buy you what? It's right here in the Bible, protection all day. But with that, I want to give one more. Because you definitely supposed to protect yourself all day. And this is Jesus Christ. These are his words. Buy you a sword. Buy you a gun. Protect yourself. If your pastor telling you don't buy a gun, don't buy a sword, don't protect yourself, you better run up out of that church. Because right here in the Bible, we just showed you, Jesus Christ himself told you to buy a sword. Let's get Mark 3. Mark 3 and 26. I'm going to show y'all something. Show y'all a little something. Yep, Mark 3 and 26. You got it? Yeah, verse 27. My bad, verse 27.
Mark chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house.
It said no man can enter into a strong man's house. Like Christ said, you buy your sword. If you got that gun, you got that protection. Ain't nobody coming in your house and just running you down. So go ahead.
And spoil his goods.
They can't just come in and take your goods. They robbing us, killing us, taking our goods. Because we don't have the mental capacity of the understanding of the Bible. When to kill, when not to kill. Who was that killed somebody that came in their house recently? It was a rapper, a famous rapper, old school rapper, don't rap no more.
Bun B.
Yeah, Bun B.
He didn't chip him though. He got off though.
He got up, but had he not had that gun, the people that was coming to rob him could have possibly just robbed him and killed him. But he had that sword, and he brought it out, and he protected his family. But go ahead.
Except he will first bind the strong man.
So you gotta tie him up first. He probably would have been possible tied up, him, his wife, and his children. But he wasn't because he had a gun. Go ahead.
And then he will spoil his house.
See? Then he would have spoiled his house. But because he had that protection that Christ told us to get, he couldn't have his house spoiled. So with that, I'm going to say, Kwam Yasha.